Well, here is the unofficial end of the game, I guess. Or I guess the official end. You can play stuff afterwards. Am I going to play the DLC right now? Probably not, but I will probably start it next stream. So, because that'll be fun. The Master Sword trial, and then, because the Master Sword trial is probably going to be a whole stream in itself. That's going to be a several hour thing. All right. Now, while Ricky mentions that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my impromptu review of Breath of the Wild. Because technically it's the end of the game. I think my overall impressions, still a fantastic game. It has too much content, which is weird, because it hits a point where it's like if you want to try to get all the stuff done, at the end of it you're just like, oh please, let it be over. And it's just I don't know why. Like, if it just had fewer shrines, fewer Korok seeds, it would have been a little bit cleaner, I think. But another thing as well. So remember, this is technically the second time I've played it. While I do think Breath of the Wild is still a fantastic game, I don't think it aged as well as it could have. Just because I guess what I'm thinking is that when you learn everything in the world and where everything is in the world and how to get there and what to do and where to go, you lose the magic of playing it the first time around. So, yeah. So, not fantastic game still. So, I'm not sure what to rate it. Because I think if I were to play it the first time around, I would have called it a 9 out of 10. Ricky says this game is an 8 out of 10. I want to go for a 7 out of 10, honestly. I don't know. I think another thing as well that's hitting the review is I know that Tears of the Kingdom is out. And I know just from looking at it and just from seeing the praise of it and also what's in it, that Tears of the Kingdom is just an upgraded version of Breath of the Wild. So it's this weird situation where it's like you go to, I guess if we do like a food example, you go to a pizza place, right? And you order a cheap pizza, cheap cheese, cheap pepperoni. No, it doesn't cost that much, but no, it's edible. But then you decide, hey, I'm gonna pay extra for the good stuff. Right? It costs $10 extra. Now, once you eat that, you're going to be like, wow, this is amazing. But the old pizza, even though you still enjoy it, it's not going to be as satisfying. And I think that's the issue that I'm having here, is that while I think the game is a fantastic game, because I know Tears of the Kingdom is going to be objectively better in every facet, it's kind of putting a damper on the rating. But now that that's out of the way, I think a fair assessment would be an 8 out of 10. I think I'll leave it at that. Well, that's because one is new and one is not. They added more in Tears of the Kingdom. It's common sense that they added more. Well, yeah, it's common sense, but there's a difference between, I guess, adding more, and adding a lot more, right? So, for example, God of War Ragnarok, I played that, and that, in all sense, was a better game, and they did add stuff, but it wasn't that much more. But Breath of the Wild, the amount that they added, is like, they added like 2 games worth of content into one game. So, like Tears of the Kingdom is just, from what I understand, it's insane. Developers are gushing over it just because of the mechanics.
Not the God of War developer.
Yeah, he called it looked